Speak to self-help expert and the proprietor of the Peace Gym in Claverden in Warwickshire, beautiful Claverden in Warwickshire, Jenny Critchlow, with us this morning. Morning, Jenny.
Morning, Phil. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you very much indeed. How's you?
Good, good. Yeah, really good. Thank you. I'm enjoying talking.
Good stuff. Always good to hear from you. And I've noticed your little tweet and also your Facebook post. We're going to be talking apparently about a rabbit nurse at some point in the next few minutes. So stay listening to that. Go on. I can't imagine how you crowbar that in, but we'll find out, I'm sure, soon enough. We're going to start, though, first of all.
Crowbarring now.
All right, okay.
Go on.
Well, feel free. Independent newspaper, people signed off sick with mental health cover more than ever, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this isn't really new news. We all know that our mental health is in decline during this lockdown. But what I wanted to look at was that the Centre for Mental Health is saying that they're warning the government about this. And I think we need to be warned about this, that this is a really great opportunity and moment to begin to take care of our mental health in the same way as we take care of our physical health. Give it the same importance and start preventing now, because we've been warned that it's coming. And we forget that there's stuff we can do now that means in 3 months' time we won't hit the lows that people are saying we're going to hit.
Right. So what sort of stuff do you think we could be doing then to avoid that?
Well, actually, the really simple things, the things that we scoff at a little bit, or the things that aren't supported in the workplace, I'm not more so now, but just very simple: sleep, nature, walks, love, connection, smiling at people, eye contact, obviously meditation and things like that. But the really simple ways to live, getting enough sleep, say, and eating well, are actually part of the key to a good mental health, and they all add up to us feeling better. Smiling at someone in the supermarket, especially while we're wearing our masks, is really tricky. So a bit of eye contact there just shows you and that other human that you exist. Just making those connections, and all of those things add up. Just like when you go to the gym and you do a dumbbell press, whatever they're called, your muscle grows over time. It doesn't grow straight away, but in 3 months' time, you're stronger and fitter. It's exactly the same with our mental health. We're just making those connections and giving yourself that time to connect with people and to do the things you love to do.
And they say one of the ways to improve your mental health is to cook more at home, and you get the benefit of actually the self achievement of making something yourself from scratch, and apparently making cheese is a bit of a new craze to do at home. We had the baking and all the shortages on flour at the start of lockdown back in March. Now it's cheese making skills apparently.
No, it's cheese. Well, I do love us humans. We'll fixate on cheese or sourdough is really what it's been. But actually, this is about how during lockdown, we've been learning new skills like cheese making, sourdough, beer making, gardening, and painting, aren't we, Ace? And I just think what is really interesting here is that given some time and some space, what us humans are drawn to are skills that sustain us. Not just physical, like cooking and growing our own veg, but skills that allow us some calm and some peace, really being present when you're painting and gardening, and present in nature, and present with cooking, even cooking as a family. That's that connection that we've been talking about. Those things are things we're drawn to. It's just that they aren't prioritized, and we give all these things up in favour of late nights and early mornings at work, or or competition, or pursuit of the future. All those things we tend to prioritise, and actually take all that away. And what we really want, for most of us, is the simple things, the things that make us happy.
Two stories.
And we're doing.
Two stories you picked from The Guardian, Jenny, which are kind of interlinked because they're both about, and obviously this is your specialist area, mental health and the way the mind works. But two areas which are a benefit to us. One, that taking those of us who've been working from home, taking an afternoon nap actually makes us more productive, and you actually feel like you're doing something a bit sort of naughty by having a little sort of hour off in the afternoon. And secondly, this sort of idea that we use this opportunity, this time in our life, maybe to readdress that job and our career. And actually, this is if you wanted to hit a reset button in your life, this is now the time to do that.
Yeah. Oh, obviously. I mean, while there have been some awful times, absolutely, for many, many of us, it has given us time that we don't normally have, And the whole taking a nap thing, as you said, we feel guilty for that, and yet, in many ways, it shows how far away we've come from being able to discern what it is our body needs. One of the things I say a lot is that the best way to show ourselves how to live is to look at how nature is. We are nature, and we forget that. So when we talk about connection to nature, that's a bit nuts. We are it. It's about surrendering to that which we are.
Sure. So
Yeah.
having that in the forefront of your mind, as well as, like I say, this maybe reset moment, and something I'm very familiar with in terms of a counselling technique is to take people back to the sort of favourite childhood memory and say, right, what is your favourite childhood memory? And the number of people who, when they sort of utter that or speak that, will do so with a smile on their face as they speak about it. And that's whereas many therapists or counsellors will go, right, okay, there, you're smart there. Let's go back to that kid inside, right, the child inside, and kind of rebuild from there. And I think that's been quite a useful technique for a lot of people, maybe at this time, to sort of go back to their childhood, remember what those favourite childhood memories are, and use that as kind of the jumping off point if they were planning any sort of future big life changes.
Yeah. I mean, there is this article where it says, is it time to embrace your career plan B? And actually, it may well have been your career plan A.
Yes.
It is really useful to go back and go, what did you want to do as a kid when you thought you could be anything you liked? Well, let's have a look at that, because that was a time that was magical. And we can look back, those of you old enough, and have a think.
Christmas coming, Jenny? Got anything planned, you and the family?
We're in tier 3.
Right.
Need I say more? Treading carefully. Yeah. At the moment, yeah.
Lots of hope that certainly Stratford-upon-Avon district will get dropped down to tier 2 come the review on the tiers on December the 16th. But look, thank you for being there for us throughout 2020. Your thoughts, particularly on mental health during this period, and lots of love to you and the family, Jenny. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks for having me.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Jenny Critchlow from the Mind Gym, the Peace Gym,